Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nightkid 0, and today we are going to continue in the world of Vampyr. We're going to go chat with Mr. Dawson. So let's get this moving. It's a sexy beard. Oh, thank God it's the mansion. I really didn't know.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
No, I'm not. So, now we're going to be faced with the decision. I have an idea of how I want to proceed, but I'll have to wait and see what the dialogue tree gives me to work with. And I'm just going to keep stealing his shit, honestly. Klepto Vampyr. I mean, he doesn't need all this. Clearly. Yeah, you're lucky. Alright. Let's do it. Keep like waiting for this old man to just like pop up, but hello, or like all like Miss Doubtfire style. And I don't know why, but that would be fucking brilliant.
It's locked, all right.
Thanks, Doctor. Anything else to steal in his house? Steal all of his shit. Found him.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reid.
Shut up.
What took you so long?
Shut up.
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reid. Planned very carefully.
Okay.
So I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs, and the cold, so cold.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Huh. Okay.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reid, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with
I'm
such
taking
a
mental
gift?
notes, guys.
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reid, and I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
So he's a Trump supporter.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Okay.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
Don't tell me what to do.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Have you? So, he's all about money. He wants to separate everyone. Once London's saved, then what? You know what? Fuck him.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Your money. Well, I'm sure I pissed them off. Alright, well, screw him, dude. First, second key, third key. What the hell are these keys? Okay, so that was the second key. Is that another safe there? Yep. Gimme. I feel as though I did a service for humanity. Because I don't trust him at all. Anyone who goes that they have the authority to decide life or death because of their money does not deserve to live. where the hell is the other safe? Is it down? I thought it was upstairs. Oh shit. I don't want to go down there. Lord Redgrave can suck it. I don't like him either. Seriously, where the hell is it? Oh, I knew it was upstairs. I'm just an idiot. Found it. Alright, let's go report to Lord Redgrave, because he sucks.
Is it done, Dr. Reid? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Okay. Protect Pembroke Hospital. Talk to old Bridget.
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
I'm right here, dude. Bro. Hey, I'm right here. What you gonna do about it?
Step away,
Yeah, you little
traitor.
bitch.
Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show...
Yep, I don't give a shit that he was a pillar. I really don't.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her.
Mm-hmm.
I like her too.
Whoa.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
No time to lose then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
I'm on it. Alright, what's the best way back to the Pembroke? Straight ahead through Whitechapel, I guess. Hopefully I'm strong enough. I haven't done a whole lot of like excess grinding or anything. Get out of here. Come here. Lord Finley. Your name is dumb. Hello. Oh, he's got the little shadow dicks with him. I can do that too, Dick. Haha! Take your shadow dicks with you. Taking that. Back to the Pembroke. Go, 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 go. Damn it. One day I'll learn.
I'm cheap and I'm
Well.
You are blinded by your...
I love this psycho.
Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
I've been waiting the whole game for this. Like literally waiting the whole game to do this. You freaking religious zealot. Red rum, sorry. Hey Father, this is where you die.
Please forgive me, my lord, for my eyes were blind to the devil in front of me. My task will remain unachieved.
Yep. Sorry, you're not gonna get to burn down all of Whitechapel. Whatever, Whitechapel's already screwed. I've tried healing everyone to fix it, and it just keeps getting more screwed.
Over there! This way, Vermin!
So I'm really not worried about it. I mean, hell, I made it through most of the game without the districts falling apart, so... Damn it. Ow. Every time. Gimme. I didn't get hit that time.
Well, well, well. Show me how you do.
Lord. What the hell does that say? Hammersley. Stop using your shadow dicks on me. Okay. Well, first off, Fergal was way tougher than you. That's number one.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already?
Alright. Let's craft and then prepare for war. Okay, switch weapon. Yep. And let's rest real quick to evolve. And we're back. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the Pembroke.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
Whoever did this is going to be viciously murdered. Oh, yeah.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're the progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
Okay. So, you just drank blood. You're a vampire.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough.
Alright.
Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father.
You wanna...
I know!
Alright, you wanna bring
it?
it?
Hurts, doesn't it?
You asked for this.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. True light will...
What's anything about biting you?
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt.
Ow.
I know!
Die!
It hurts,
Die!
doesn't it? Freewind prevails!
You can have this.
True light will cleanse you. Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Dick?
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reid. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
Like a boss. Okay. Swansea? Where are you, Swansea?
It's locked, all right.
The pain. There again.
He's good. Ah, she's sick again.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what
you
you
go.
think about this place, I can tell...
Well, at least...
Okay. No one cares.
Goodbye.
Go away.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
I won't.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl.
Okay, so he's good. Oh, doctor!
I'm quite busy.
Do you need...
Don't be rude.
Let-
I will.
Alright, shut up, go away.
Thank you.
Alright, so...
Let's pin it down!
Die! This episode's gonna be a little bit longer because I want to go find where they put Swansea. Dun, 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 dun. Got him. Get off of squeakers.
You Londoners are no match for me.
Gimme. God, you suck. Damn it, Dick. Gotcha. What's up? You big bastard. You're so weak. Get out of my face.
Stupid beast! There's one of them vermin! Watch yourselves! There's one of them! It's down! Finish it!
Nope. Get out of my way. Give me blood. Give me more blood. You suck. Let's go.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Probably.
Over there! There's one of them!
You are gonna die. Told you. Okay. Swansea is here.
I'll take it!
dick. God, how rude. Fine. I've done a whole lot over here. I have a feeling that leads outside.
It's one of them!
Oh god. You can have that. Out of my way. Just think you could stop me. I'm Dr. Reid, damn it.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
What is going on? Freeman guards suck.
What's up? I hate leeches!
Just die. Stop wasting my time.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. Blood of a pure... I should find the key to that box. It's locked.
Oh,
Edgar.
shit.
Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Man, they messed
Don't
him
try
up
to
bad.
spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell.
Probably not, knowing me.
The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater.
Where's this going?
This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance, just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
How dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
Oh,
you
man.
have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Oh, God, I don't know what to do. God damn it, Edgar.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
And in case you're curious why I picked that, it's because I truly believe there was no malicious intent on his behalf, and I hope I was right. I hope I was right about that. Oh god, this game just got super heavy. Okay. We are very close to the end. I believe this only has 6 main chapters. But before I edit this down, this is already an hour long. So I'm going to get back to a point where I can save, and we will finish this off next week. So, I am going to end the video here out front of the lovely theater. All I'm going to do is go back, save, and we'll pick this up next week where we're going to run the final episode, I believe, of Vampyr. I had to do a little bit of research, make sure that that's the case. If that is the case, you can expect a however long episode, as I typically do with finales. So there was a lot of heavy stuff going on in that episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. This game is brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. I can't say enough good things about it. But as for right now, I'm Nightkid0, and I will see you next week, where we hopefully put Vampyr to rest. I'll see you then.